Hi, welcome to the tutorial. We're going to show you how to put batteries into the Pet Tutor feeder, how to plug it into the wall power, adjust the volume and the tone setting, and to manually trigger a dispense cycle from the feeder itself. So let's get started. First of all, we take the Pet Tutor off the floor base and loosen the battery compartment, which is on the bottom. There's a little button you can push with your finger to open the battery door. When the battery door is off, you put two D-cell batteries. Any D-cell batteries will go in here. Put those in. You can look for the plus sign in the bottom of the battery compartment to make sure you're getting those in the correct polarity. We put those two batteries in, and now we put our battery door back on the feeder. Lock it, clicks into place, and now we have installed the batteries. If we choose to run off the wall power, we have a wall charger which plugs into the back of the feeder. There's a little round plug that plugs into the feeder, and the other end plugs into your wall power. One thing that I want to mention about that is the wall power does not charge the battery. It only is an alternative way to deliver power to the feeder. So we do not use rechargeable batteries in the feeder. We only use a rechargeable in the remote. So once we've got the power on the unit, we can put it onto the floor base, just a quick quarter turn. And now we can set the volume and turn the power on. The power button is located on the top. If we want to turn the power off, we just hold it down. The power comes off. You get a little beep. If you want to turn it back on, just a quick press. And now the feeder is turned on. A little green light comes on. Stay solid. Then it'll just pulse occasionally to tell you that the feeder is on battery power. If you have it plugged into the wall, that green light will stay solid. So that's the difference. This power light will flash green when you're on battery power, and it'll start to flash red if the batteries are getting low. So we've got the power turned on. Now what we want to do is set the volume, and that is this middle button on the feeder. We just press the volume. There are three volume settings, or actually four. There's a low, medium, and high volume, and a mute. So we just start pressing the button. That's low, medium, high, and the last one is a mute. So we can go through those and set the volume to the desired level. The bottom button then has a double function. It is a manual feed, and it also sets the tone. If we press and hold the button at the very bottom with the little arrow on it, it'll beep, and now we can change the tone. That's handy if you have two feeders or multiple feeders, and each dog can have its own tone. It'll double beep to tell you, okay, Pet Tutor says I've got it. That's the tone I'm going to use now until you change it. And again, we also have the option of muting the tone altogether. So we lift off the top filler cap, pour in some kibble, put the top filler cap back onto the Pet Tutor feeder. And now using this manual feed button at the bottom, we can press that once, and the feeder will dispense a kibble and beep. Usually one or two kibble will come out at a time. And so every time you press it manually on the feeder, it'll dispense one. If you start a cycle on the feeder, you can stop it by pressing that button immediately. Now stop the feed cycle as well. So that's how you put the batteries in, plug it into the wall power, change the volume and the tone, and when you're all done, press and hold the power button at the top. It'll double beep, and now we've turned off the Pet Tutor. Thank you.